The Patasola, or single leg, is one of many legends in South American folklore about female monsters from the jungle, appearing to male hunters or loggers in the middle of the wilderness when they think about women. A man and a woman in the wood. Suddenly they heard a strange voice deep inside the wood. The man decides to go investigate who is in the woods. Two struggling couples, Sarah Daniel and Naomi-James, going on a vacation. They are in a car on the way to camping in the forest. They are more like frenemies. There is this continuous disagreement that occurs between the two. Neither Naomi nor Daniel will remain quiet to avoid a row because it means their defeat. Naomi, feminist to the core, prefers to be blunt, just as Sarah tells her to be, and take a stand for herself and women in general. James wasn't comfortable in continuing the journey. They arrived at the camp. They seems to be having a nice time. They are having a calm therapy session as they share their future ambitions together. Even during the scene where the two couples are around the campfire, the conversation between the four people is more of a give and take between Naomi and Daniel. Naomi tells the legend of Patasola but hesitates to say her name. She tells her listeners that speaking the spirit's name invites her presence, just like a moment of weakness can invite unfaithfulness in a relationship. Suddenly the fire will go off. Daniel is trying to get more woods. As the flame will come back on. She starts to hear strange noise from outside their tent. Daniel decides to go check it out. They found nothing. They are having a calm therapy session as they share their future ambitions together. James and Sarah go get more firewoods while Daniel and Naomi waits behind trying to cut the finish. Daniel and Naomi arguing about who is to cook the fish. Daniel tripped and falls down with Naomi on top of him. James and Naomi ran away from the woods in fear after hearing a creepy sound in the woods. They are having a nice time in the camp, getting along with each other. James decided to propose to Naomi, but she turns him down. Daniel taking a smoke in the wood as Naomi approached him. They starts to argue with each other again. They both possess a sense of authority, or rather that which possesses them, that Naomi and Daniel attribute to one another. They end up kissing each other, which, as expected, calls upon the wrath of Patasola. Suddenly they had a strange voice from inside the woods. This is precisely what Naomi meant when she spoke the lines. The unfaithful kiss invited Patasola's presence. James is going to sleep in the car, while Sarah refused to sleep in same tent with Daniel, and her decision annoys him, causing him to move his tent far away from the other. What follows is what the legend said. With her hypnotic voice, Patasola lures Daniel deep into the forest in the middle of the night. James has gone to look for Daniel in the wood. Patasola possessed Naomi too. James and Sarah waiting in the car when Naomi comes out from nowhere to tell them about the whereabouts of Daniel. Naomi disappeared. James insisted on going back to get help. while Sarah decides to go look for Daniel. He is hypnotized by La Patasola. Possessed Daniel and Naomi displaying a scene of their unfaithful kiss. Afterward, Naomi will strike Daniel dead with an axe on his head. Sarah, angry watching this scene, pick up the axe to strike Sarah dead multiple times. La Patasola attacks Sarah as James comes to her rescue.
Where'd you fall?
James and Sarah trying to escape from La Patasola, who has now taken up her monstrous form. James and Sarah running in different direction to distract the beast as she tries to get help. But it seems that hurting James was never her intention because he was clean. She was after Sarah. She tries to call the attention of the ranger, but so the monster will catch up with her. Patasola wanted Sarah to forgive Daniel, much like she wanted her husband to forgive her. This is why when Sarah puts on Daniel's ring and forgives him, La Patasola calms down. She utters the name Matteo, which is probably her husband's name. James will soon come to rescue Sarah from the monster. The monster will attack James aggressively, as Sarah will fire the flare gun at the monster, blowing up the monster. La Patasola hopes her husband has forgiven her as she stares at James and Sarah, both of whom have forgiven their partners, as they are picked up by the local ranger and leave the forest in his vehicle. From the looks of it, La Patasola is free from her chains. But her mere presence at the end of the film speaks otherwise. If she were freed, she wouldn't be around at all. The movie, thus, leaves us with an open ending.